What's up, everybody? We are live.
What's
Of
up?
course, this is When Tunes Combine. I am Dutchy. That is E Money or Money E or whatever the hell his name is. I prefer to call him Pain in my backside. Uh, but all right, so this is When Tunes Combine, our Saturday show where you can find us or me, and Eric's just kind of commenting on them, doing cartoon crossovers, taking two cartoons. Well, tonight two cartoons. Next week's going to be another edition of the movie universe. And writing a crossover collaboration. Reading it out to Eric. Eric tells me what he thinks. I pretend to care, and
Hey,
and then yeah. But so tonight is a regular episode. It's two cartoons. Tonight's episode is Goof Troop and Talespin. Two Disney shows that you would kind of expect, like, if Disney felt like doing this, they would do it.
yeah, two classics.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, like this is one of the ones that actually like could be like if Disney wanted to do it, they could do it. I mean, they might not want to follow the script that I write, and who could really blame them? But this is one that actually could be done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily like the fact that they're in like the same universe, because Tailspin is kind of in that universe with DuckTales and Chip and Dale and Darkwing Duck, but and Goof Troop kind of came later.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's basically they're both Disney shows. Both Baloo, who's part of Tailspin, and Goofy were, they're classic Disney characters, because Baloo came from the movie The Jungle Book. And Goofy has been around forever.
Yep. And Jim Cummings does a voice for in both shows.
Yeah. Well, Jim Cummings did a voice for all for a lot of the Disney cartoons. The only one he didn't voice anything for DuckTales, I don't think.
Yeah, it was not DuckTales. It was
he voiced Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. That's the one that we
voiced
did last
Darkwing
week.
Duck. He voices Don Carnage in Tailspin.
Yep.
He voices Pete in Goof Troop.
Yep.
And then in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, he voices one of the characters, which Chip and Dale is actually going to be part of the volume. It's going to be part of Volume 3 next week. They have a small but pivotal role. Well, kind of.
So Volume 3 is how many pages you said?
Next week?
Yeah.
50. So, I have to get moving on this one that I'm working on now, because after next week, I don't have another completed one yet. I'm working on that one. I'm working on that one right now.
Oh yeah, okay. For the 16th.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So the one for 2 weeks from tonight. So I can more than likely have it done by the time we have to do it. And then the next one I write will probably be another movie one. But I like to, really go into detail on those. So that one, that might actually take a while, unless I get my ass moving and really crank it out.
I mean, we could always do something else in between.
Yeah, I'll let you know if we have to or not. But I should have the one that I'm working on now for 2 weeks from now should be done by the time we have to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, so Make sure you subscribe to the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. Also, subscribe to Wrestling Through the Years, the Stabcast, the Bro Down, the Unscripted Sports Show.
Yep.
I mean, don't watch the Unscripted Sports Show when Clint is on because he's a moron. But hopefully, if he keeps screwing up, more than likely I will get my way and he will be gone soon. Daniel just has to see it the way I see it.
Yeah, he said he wasn't wasn't home yet when he thought he was gonna be home.
Yeah. Well, it's not like he has to let us know or anything. It's not like we were expecting him. Guy's a moron. But it's like God put the brain of a former co-host of ours in him while he was sleeping. Just to piss me off. All right. So get to that because I don't want to spend any more time dogging on Clineth. I'd rather just do that off air because what I really want to say to him, I shouldn't say on a show that is kind of targeted for kids because we're talking about cartoons.
Yeah.
And especially since these are Disney cartoons, and what I have to say about Mr. Williams would really upset Disney. All right. So all right, so getting back on track here. Goof Troop and Talespin. The Goofs and the Pete's are getting ready for their trip to Cape Suzette. But Pokekins, I don't want to go. I don't want a vacation with Goofy, Pete complained. Oh, Petey, get over it, Peg yelled back. The Goofs are over at their house getting excited for the trip. Come on, Maxie, we need to meet the Pete's over at their house, Goofy shouted. I'm almost done packing, Dad, Max said. Max then finishes packing and they head over to the Pete's. Everybody ready? Everybody ready to go? Goofy asked. Don't rush me, Goof, Pete yelled. Well, I'm going to rush you, Peggy said. Get your fat butt in gear. By the way, Peg likes to yell. Don't rush me, woman, Pete yelled back because he's a moron. We're due at the airport in 45 minutes. Move! Peggy yelled again. Pistol and I are ready to go, Mom, PJ said. You're good kids, Peggy said. Your father, however, is useless. Get off my back, I'm ready, Pete yelled again. Peggy then hit Pete with a frying pan. The Goofs and the Pete's then got into Goofy's car and headed to the airport. When they got to the airport, they were given bad news. I'm sorry, the flight to Cape Suzette has been canceled, the girl at the desk said. Why weren't we filled in earlier? Peggy asked. Oh, because we just got the bribe about 30 minutes ago, the girl said. Who bribed you? Goofy asked. He said he didn't want to go on vacation with his neighbor, the girl answered. Peter! Peggy yelled. Daddy's in trouble. Pistol smirked. Well, I guess we can leave now, Pete said. A bear named Baloo and his sidekick, Kit Cloud Kicker, approached everybody and offered to help. Well, hey there, Baloo. Baloo said. Well, hey there, Baloo's the name, Baloo introduced. And this is Kit. Did I hear right that you're all headed to Cape Suzette? That's correct, Peggy said. But my husband decided to bribe them to cancel the flight. If you folks are interested, which we're not, Pete interrupted. Shut up, Pete, Peggy said. Please continue, Baloo. If you folks are interested, we have a plane called the Sea Duck, and we'll be happy to fly you to Cape Suzette, Baloo offered. Oh, yuck. I think we'd like that, Goofy said. No, Goofy, we don't want to impose on the nice bear, Pete said. He's offering, and we've been looking forward to the trip, so yes, that would be wonderful, Baloo, Peggy answered. Fantastic. Right this way, everybody, Baloo said. Baloo and Kit then take them to the Sea Duck. This plane looks like a hunk of junk, Pete insulted. So does your body, mister, Kit replied. That's funny, PJ said. Why, you little... Daddy, be nice, Pistol said. Everybody gets on the plane. The plane then takes off for Cape Suzette. A voice comes over the intercom on the plane. Baloo, come in, Baloo, the voice said. Oh, what's up, boss lady? Baloo answered back. By the way, this is an 18-page thing, but I think the 18 pages are going to kind of fly by just like that. Oh, yep. Did my mom like it? Yeah,
I think it's your mom.
Yeah.
It's her?
Yeah, it's her.
I miss Summer.
Hey, Eric. All right. Baloo, did you pick up any passengers? The voice asked. Yes, ma'am, Baloo answered. They're going to Cape Suzette and their flight got canceled. So you're bringing them here? The woman asked. Yes, Rebecca, Baloo answered. Okay, I'll see you in a bit, Rebecca said. Excuse me, Mr. Baloo, Max said. How much longer until we land? Should be about an hour, young fella, Baloo answered. Now go back to your seat. It's dangerous to be standing while an airplane is in the air. Pete gets up and goes to open the plane door while it's in the air. Mr. Pete, what are you doing? Baloo shouted. I'm opening the door, Pete said. I don't want to take this vacation. Peg then gets up and grabs him by the ear. Her and Kit then chain him to his seat. Now sit down and shut up, Peggy yelled. Peg likes to yell a lot.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Show?
Huh?
He didn't lie young in the show, right?
Peggy does, yeah, because she knows her husband's an idiot. The plane lands in Cape Suzette at the Hire for Hire dock. Rebecca comes out and meets them. Hi there, my name is Rebecca Cunningham, she said. Thank you for flying Hire for Hire. Gorsh, thanks for letting us fly, Goofy said. Yeah, whatever, Pete growled. Is he the one that tried to open the door? Rebecca asked. Yes, ma'am, Baloo answered. Sir, Rebecca told Pete, whatever damage you cause to my plane, you'll be forced to pay for. Yeah, damn. Like you can make me pay for it, Pete smirked. Look here, fatso, Baloo yelled. Just because you don't like your neighbor doesn't mean you can ruin our property. Before my husband says anything else dumb, we'll just go to the hotel, Peggy said. Very well. Baloo, direct them to the hotel, please. Rebecca asked. Sure thing, Rebecca, Baloo said. The Goofs and the Peace then went to the motel for the night. Later that night, Pete is downstairs at Louie's motel bar when Baloo walks in. I'm just trying to enjoy a drink, Pete said. No need to bother me. I'm not here to bother you, Baloo stated. Louie is a friend of mine. And then Louie, the hotel bartender and owner, an ape, goes, That's true. I love that Baloo, Louie said. Rebecca follows in and Goofy comes downstairs. And Goofy comes downstairs. She sits at a table. Gosh, ma'am, mind if I join you? Goofy asked. Not at all, Rebecca answered. Just don't bring the fat guy. You don't have to worry about that, Goofy said. Good. He tried to ruin my plane today, Rebecca stated. He's just lazy and doesn't like to leave the house, Goofy said. Would you like a drink, Goofy? Rebecca asked. Sure, I'll just take a soda, Goofy answered. 2 sodas, Louie, Rebecca said. Coming right up, Miss Rebecca, Louie said. Goofy and Rebecca then spent some time talking to each other. They look like a cute couple, Louie stated. Hey, when she's happy, she stays off my case, Baloo said. The next morning, Kit goes to the motel to hang out with PJ and Max. I don't know why I just said mask. So what is there to do around here, Kit? Max asked. Do you two have skateboards? Kit asked back. As a matter of fact, we do, PJ answered. Okay, cool, Kit said. We can skateboard over at the park. The boys then head over to the skate park. Pistol and Rebecca's daughter Molly are playing around at the Hire for Hire office. You're fun, Molly, Pistol said. So are you, Pistol, Molly responded. Just be careful, you two, Rebecca said. Goofy then shows up to the office. Gosh, good morning, Rebecca, Goofy said happily. Good morning, Goofy, Rebecca blushed. Mr. Goofy has a crush on Miss Cunningham, Rebecca pointed out. I think Mommy feels the same way, Molly gushed. I hate writing mushy crap. But sometimes I feel like that's necessary.
How many pages do you usually write a day?
Huh?
I said, how many pages do you get done a day?
I try to do at least 2. If like I've really got nothing going on and I feel like I'm in a rhythm. Like today I probably should have written more, but I didn't. Mainly because like I was dealing with the car stuff and I was also tired and
yeah.
Like because I'll usually try to write a page at lunch, and then I'll try to write a page when I get home at night.
Before you go to sleep.
Yeah. It just depends on like what I'm writing.
And the mood you're in.
Oh yeah. Oh, son of a bitch! I wrote something in light green pen that I can't.
Oh no! You did it again.
Oh yeah. Oh, Wildcat and Baloo walk into the office. Wildcat, of course, is the plane mechanic.
Yeah.
So, Miss Cunningham, Wildcat asked, do you want me to do a maintenance check on the plane just in case the fat guy did some major damage? Yes, please, Wildcat, Rebecca answered. Molly and Pistol continue to run around and almost run into Baloo. Easy there, button nose. Baloo said to Molly. Sorry, Baloo. Molly said back. Peggy and Pete show up to the office. Why is my daughter here? Pete shouted. Relax, Fatso. She's playing with. Relax, Fatso. She's playing with Molly. Rebecca shouted back. Oh, that's so sweet, Peggy said. Sweet? Really, Peg? Peter yelled. Pistol doesn't need to be around her. Pete, that's not nice, Peg yelled. Pistol needs a friend while we're here. Look here, pal. You've already tried to ruin my plane. Don't you dare badmouth my daughter, Rebecca yelled. No, Rebecca, calm down, Goofy said. Pete is miserable all the time. Goof, this is all your fault, Pete yelled. Can I hit him? Rebecca asked Peggy. If he doesn't shut up, sure, Peggy answered. Over at the skate park, Kit, PJ, and Max are having fun when an airship called the Iron Vulture carrying the air pirates lands nearby. Oh, this isn't good, Kit worried. Who are they? PJ asked. They're called the Air Pirates, Kit said. I used to be one of them, and they hate Papa Bear, which is Baloo. So should we go? Max asked. I'm thinking we should, PJ answered. Yeah, let's at least hide so they don't see us. Kit suggested. The kids then hide while the air pirate leader Don Carnage and his gang get off the Iron Vulture. Okay, pirates, we need to find these people, the Pete's, Carnage said. So why are we looking for these people, Don? Mad Dog asked. We got a tip that the wife brought some very expensive jewelry with her, Carnage answered. Is her husband going to be a problem? Dump Truck asked. He better not be, Carnage said. This was his idea. Did you hear that, PJ? Max asked. Yeah, and unfortunately it's believable, PJ said. Let's head back to the office and warn your mom, Kit suggested. The boys head back to the office to warn Peg. Mom, there's this group called the Air Pirates and they're after your jewelry, PJ warned.
Damn.
Huh?
It's a damn.
Yeah, well, her husband's a prick. Why my jewelry? Peg asked. It turns out Mr. Pete paid them to do this, Max revealed. You did what? Peg yelled. Now, Pookakins, I can explain, Pete stuttered. You fat putz, Baloo shouted. The air pilots are dangerous. You just put your family in danger. Yeah, especially since knowing Dad, he isn't going to pay them, PJ said. I told you I didn't want to be here, Pete yelled. So if I'm forced to be here, I'm making money. How do you figure you'll make money if you're paying them? Baloo asked. I'll get paid by the insurance company if her jewelry is stolen, Pete answered.
It's insurance fraud.
Yeah, pretty much. Kit, take Max, Pete, Pistol, and Button Nose to Louie's, Baloo ordered. Sure thing, Papa Bear, Kit agreed. Kit takes the rest of the kids to Louie's motel where they meet up with Louie, Rebecca, and Goofy. What's going on, kids? Goofy asked. The air pirates are here and want Mrs. Pete's jewelry, Kit answered. Why her? Why hers? Rebecca. Why hers? Rebecca asked. It turns out my dad hired them to do it so he can collect the insurance money, PJ said. Your father is a jerk, Rebecca answered. Trust us. Trust us, we know. Pistol responded. Okay, so what do we do? Max asked. They'll probably come here first, Kit figured. Just then the air pirates walked into the bar. Hello, Louie. Hello, Rebecca, Carnage said. Hey there, Carnage. Here to rob somebody, are you? Louis asked. You know me too well, Carnage answered. Well, you should know that our daddy is too cheap. Well, you should know our daddy is too cheap to pay you, Pistol replied. He'll have to pay if we have his kids, Carnage said. Mad Dog, Dump Truck, and Hacksaw then grabbed PJ and Pistol. Kit and Max try to stop them, but are knocked down by Ratchet. Rebecca escapes with Molly. Goofy and Louie knock out Gibber, but are unable to free Pistol and PJ. Your parents will be forced to cooperate now, Carnage stated. The air pirates then take Pistol and PJ and head to Hire for Hire. Rebecca and Goofy head there as well. So, do we have a plan, Rebecca? Goofy asked. Baloo usually knows how to handle these jerks. Baloo usually knows how to handle these jerks, Rebecca said. All right. About 2.5 pages to go here.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nobody in the chat tonight.
Huh?
I said nobody joined the chat tonight.
Yeah, that's all right. Just means we go by faster. Well, that's good because I don't have a clue. Goofy said. Rebecca calls Baloo on the phone. Baloo, the air pirates are on their way to Hire for Peg's jewelry, and they have Pistol and PJ. Rebecca warned. Don't worry, Rebecca. I'll be ready for them. Baloo said. What's going on, Baloo? Peg asked. The air pirates have PJ and Pistol, Baloo answered, and they're on their way here. See what you did, you big idiot? Peg yelled. Now our kids are in danger. Oh, honey bunch, just give them your jewelry and we'll get the kids back. Pete rebutted. You're a moron, Peg yelled. Such a loving relationship.
Isn't it?
Right. Yeah, it's like us. The air pirates show up at Hire for Hire with PJ and Pistol. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Pete, give us the jewelry if you want your kids back. Carnage ordered. Look here, Carnage, Pete yelled. Taking the kids was not part of the deal. Well, it was brought to our attention that you might not pay us, Carnage responded. So we have a little insurance. Give us back our kids, Peg yelled. Give us your jewelry, Carnage yelled back. I've got a better idea, Wildcat said. Wildcat spills oil on the floor and the pirates slip and slide. Max and Kit show up with slingshots and hit both Ratchet and Mad Dog. Baloo then throws Dump Truck out of a window. Come here, you brats, Carnage yelled at PJ and Pistol. I don't think so, jerk, PJ yelled back. Goofy and Rebecca then show up. Goofy throws Max's skateboard at Carnage's head. Dad, you're going to ruin my skateboard, Max shouted to Goofy. Oh, yuck. Sorry, Max. Sorry, Max, Goofy yelled. I had to throw something. Carnage tries to grab Peg's necklace off her neck, but Pete hits him with a lamp. Carnage and crew then try to escape, but are caught by the authorities. Well, you finally came through at the end, Peter, Peg said, shocked. Yeah, I goofed up, Snuggle Buns, Pete admitted. The Petes and the Goofs then enjoyed their vacation, and Goofy and Rebecca spent a lot of time together. The end.
Aww. I'm glad it had a good ending, even though Pete was an idiot.
Yeah. Well, so, but yeah, so that would be how I would write the crossover. Obviously, if Disney were to use this, they could, add other stuff or whatever, try to make it longer. But it would probably be a good half-hour episode.
Yeah. I think it would be a series.
It could be. Them hanging out together. What'd you think?
8.5.
8.5?
I really liked it. I liked it.
That's your go-to score.
Is it?
I feel like you give it to a lot of them.
Because they're all good.
Well, I appreciate that. But yeah, so Goofy, because obviously Goofy was in the one last week. He was in volume 2 of the Toon City.
Yep.
He's gonna be in next week's one.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah, so is Max. So is Max, and so are PJ and P.
Okay. So I can use the Goof Troop.
Yeah, you can use the Goof Troop. You can use the Goof Troop one. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head which ones are all in it. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Just give me about 8 to 10, and I can squeeze it in.
Okay. I mean, there's going to be a lot. There probably is a lot, but I'll try to give you like some of the main ones.
Yeah.
I could tell you one of our friends that's going to be in it.
Who?
Becky.
Oh, okay. Does she know?
Not yet. I'll tell her though.
Okay.
Because Daniel and I are in it.
Oh wow, cool.
And a friend of ours from work is the main villain.
Ooh. How about Sharon or your mom?
Nah, they're not in this one. We're still in contract negotiations.
Your sister?
Well, no, she'll be in one coming up because I do have a character for her.
Does she know that?
No, I didn't tell her. Yeah, and then other people like couple friends, a couple old neighbors of mine from back home are in it. I got to tell them. Yeah, there's a crap ton of characters in it next week. I'll have to. You say you can fit about 8. You could, huh?
Is there no Baron yet?
Not yet. Probably soon. I don't know if he's going to be in volume 4 when I start writing that or not. He could be. Oh, hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. I'm getting a bed from somebody at work.
Ah, okay. You said a bed?
A bed, yeah. I'm getting a new bed.
Oh, bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting a new bed?
Yeah. But yeah, so but yeah, so next week's probably gonna be one of the longer episodes. So hopefully,
maybe we can start at 6. I'll let you know.
You got to work next week.
I think only until 2.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we could start earlier. It just means we're going past 8:00 probably.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. I don't care what time we start. Just as long as we do the show.
Yep. That's why I texted you earlier to see if you wanted to do it early.
Well, it's funny because we were going to Olive Garden and or we went to Olive Garden, and when I came back with the car, I was told we were going to Olive Garden. And he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go for dinner." And I go, "Okay, well, do I need to do the show with Eric now, or are we going to dinner like shortly, or what's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, we'll go shortly, so you guys can still do the show at 7:00."
Okay. And then I tested you.
Yeah.
Because my brother had left, and my parents are not around.
How long are they gone?
They'll be back tomorrow.
Well, they were only gone for a week.
Yeah.
That's not much of a vacation for you.
No, they leave for Vegas next Sunday.
Oh, so they leave for a week, and then they come back for a week, and then how long are they going to be in Vegas?
About until that following Saturday.
Oh, so they do a week at a time.
Yeah, which that's my mom's birthday.
Oh. Well, happy birthday to your mom.
Oh,
tell her to go to a Las Vegas strip show.
No.
I mean, your dad be happy with that. Somebody else would take her off his hands for a few hours.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's just a suggestion.
Doug.
Yeah. You never know. They could be into that kind of stuff.
We aren't live.
They don't listen to this show, do they?
I don't think so.
Hey, well.
Moving on.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with a Las Vegas strip show, except for it might cost you a lot of money to put a couple of bucks in somebody's G-string.
Well, the gang we have to get together with the gang soon.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Birthdays
yeah, a couple birthdays, right?
Baron and Derek.
Well, Derek really doesn't count because he didn't even answer. He didn't even answer if he was going to watch last week's show or not, even though he was a main character.
Oh.
I found that disrespectful. Yeah, so that's going to be next week's show. And like I said, next week's show is loaded with different characters.
Looking forward. Wait, volume 4, right? No, volume 3.
It's volume 3. I'm going to start once I get done with the Super Mario Brothers and Sonic the Hedgehog one that I'm working on, which hopefully I can finish it, this weekend.
I'm sure that's one that Liz will probably want to be on.
Yeah. Once I finish that, then I can start volume 4, which is going to be the which is going to be the next, obviously, volume 4 of Toon City, which actually Liz is going to be a main character in it.
Ooh. The volume 4 she'll be a main character.
Yeah. So
we need to make sure that she's in the chat for that. We have to make sure that she's in the chat for that.
Yeah. But yeah, so but yeah, next week is volume 3. It's called The Not So Righteous Path. Which I'll send you all the information during the week, including how to spell it. We'll just see if you actually listen to me or not. And then I'll send you who's all in it, and you could put whoever you want in the thumbnail.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll try to make sure I differentiate like who's got like the more major roles.
Mm-hmm. That
way they're like the most advertised.
And there's some characters from volume 1 and 2.
Barney and Betty Rubble are back in it. Your buddy Alf is back in it.
I probably can use those again.
Yeah. Yeah, Alf is back in it. Goofy's back in it.
Alf.
Yeah. I think I do that just to piss you off. The biker mice are back in it.
It makes me laugh more than piss me off.
Oh, then I'm not doing a good enough job.
Come on, you know I don't get pissed off that easily.
Yeah, even though I try. Trying to think of Daffy Duck's in it. Shows that we've already used before are in it too.
Okay. That should be fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah,
better
so that's
water. Better have water next to you because you're gonna be talking a lot about water.
Oh yeah, I know. might need a scotch.
Don't lose your voice during the week.
Oh God, that would suck. Maybe I can convince Dangle to be on the show since he's going to be part of this film.
That will be fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
3 of us.
Yeah. But all right. So that was. This is what the hell episode is this?
Episode 16 or 17.
Well, 15 was the first one. Tunes Combined, right?
15 was the first Toon City?
Yeah, the first Toon City. Episode 16 was Ghostbusters and Courage. 17 was last week, so this is episode 18.
18, okay.
So, all right, so this was episode 18. This was Goof Troop and Talespin. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, join the Tunes Combined YouTube page. Also join Wrestling Through the Years, the Stabcast, the Bro Down, and the Unscripted Sports Show. I am Dutchy. That is Money E. And we'll see everybody next week for Volume 3 of Toon City, The Not So Righteous Path. Oh, will you take care of the shorts, please?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Enjoy some football tomorrow.
You too. You had to think about whether or not you were going to take care of the shorts?
No, I said yes, sir.
You looked like you were hesitating for a second.
Oh, no, I was doing this.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see everybody next week. All right. Later.
Later.